the wildest truth. I know you like the sound of it. I know you love the style of it. Now sit back, here comes the wildest truth. All I gotta say is I love the word bitch. Remember me still hating on Nintendo shit? 3 years later, Uncharted shits on Gears of War. Now I don't gotta say I hate it no more. Same review who loves to say son of a bitch. Became a YouTube star, still don't own a car. You want a review, you don't gotta look far. Prove once again, these sites ain't on par. So Rios and Salem are back, and basically the story in this game is, you guessed it, go after the bad terrorists, guys. Except the morale choices you can make in this game seem even worse than the choices that the terrorists would make. But the point is that we have to hunt the bad guys. That's it. There's really no story. It's not a story-driven game, and the story really kind of sucks, and the endings are terrible. But overall, the story is basically garbage. What is good in this game is the voice acting is once again excellent, and there's some really cool set pieces. You gotta love buses coming through walls and helicopters exploding and hitting buildings and all that. It's great. But as far as story goes, it basically sucks. You don't know what's happening half the time. Really, the only objective you have in the game is to kill the bad terrorist guys. That's it. My main beef, though, with the story is you cannot skip cutscenes. So if you die at a checkpoint and then have to redo that scene, you will have to watch that cutscene over and over and over again. And yes, when you replay the game to get different achievements, you will have to watch that scene over and over. And you know why I'm stressing this? Because I cannot fucking stand watching the same scene over and over again. Very shitty movie, eh? And the story itself sucks, so really the story doesn't deserve a very high rating. The graphics for the most part aren't bad. What's really good about the games are the explosions look absolutely kick-ass in this game. From helicopters going through buildings, to trucks hitting buildings, to just about anything with big-ass explosions in a Michael Bay type of film, you're gonna love it. And the customizing's pretty cool once again, and your guns actually show the difference of all the different attachments and color you can make it and all that. So customizing is a feature that makes the graphics better. Overall, the only problem I have with the graphics is they look kind of goofy with this engine, because when they fall, they look weird and stuff, you know, like kind of Grand Theft Auto 4 style. And all the models of the enemies look the same. Even the special enemies, they basically look like Hulk versions of the smaller enemies. There's absolutely like no real defining character in this game that you're fighting. So, and yeah, most action games do it, but really I kind of felt like, you know, at least make one special enemy once in a while. The graphics, to be honest, are probably the best thing about the game. Gameplay stays largely the same as the first. It's all focused on co-op, and that's a great thing. It relies very heavily on co-op, and when you're with the friend, it's great. It's a cool experience for one person to flank the enemy, or you both get a headshot on two different enemies at the same time, or so on. It's just awesome, and that's where the gameplay shines. And I have to say, another really cool thing is the customizing in this game is a lot better than last time. You can customize scopes to the clips to the so many different colors for each weapon. Overall, it's just better, and it works better, and the guns feel, you know, well made. You know, like when you shoot, you feel like you're shooting people, especially the shotgun. This game kicks ass. And I like some of the new features, such as the mock surrender is probably my favorite, where basically you surrender, and then you get on your knees, and when they're calling for backup in slow motion, you just pop them. It's like a movie scene. It's awesome. And of course, the moral choices are always a welcome feature to a game. And in this one, there's some pretty fucked up moral choices. Like I said, you kind of feel even worse than a terrorist would do, including some, well, I'm not going to spoil it, but some nasty shit by the end of the game that you can make a choice at. Now that I got the good out of the way, let me emphasize on how much I believe the controls suck the mighty elephant dick. I hate the controls in this game. I hate them. Why? Because they feel so weird. It doesn't feel like Gears of War. It doesn't feel like Uncharted. Why can't they copy that? I'll get to the cover system in a second. Real fast, I cannot stand the placement of the A button. A does everything. It's running. It's ducking into cover. It's helping a partner. It's dragging a partner. It's opening locks. Everything is A. So when you are trying to pick up a partner to heal them and you slide into cover instead, it is very annoying. Not to mention, I really don't like the cover system in this game. Holy hell. It is basically a loose cover system is what they call it. It is worse. It is almost, I would say it's actually worse than Grand Theft Auto 4's. I hate it. It feels weird. Basically, when you back up, it gets out of cover, and some people might like that, but I don't when I want to stick to cover, but I want to be stealthy, and it doesn't really work out. It's definitely no Gears of War or Uncharted. It just feels weird, and I hate it. Now, before all the fanboys go crazy, these are two very strong, opinionated faults of the game, but I swear to God, the sluggish feel I feel from the game comes from the controls, to be honest. And the cover system, like I said, it is improved from the first. It just feels, once again, like they could just polish it more. So overall, these two faults really hurt the gameplay for me. But the game is still fun, and with a co-op partner, you're going to have a blast. Now, the ending score might turn you away and say, wow, this game really sucks for you, Whitey. Let me be honest. Playing with my friend, I did have some great moments, especially the first half. And if I didn't play on the hardest difficulty, I'm sure I would have had more fun. But overall, the faults are glaring to me. I hate the control scheme. I hate the cover system. The story was just what the fuck. The game is about 5 to 6 hours long, and the server sucked the nut. I mean, you will just, out of nowhere, we're running up the stairs, we're doing great, we're about to get a checkpoint, bam. You cannot connect to Robbie. What the fuck? What the fuck, EA? Now, this is EA's fault, because EA servers have always been a problem for a lot of people. My friend couldn't even get into a Lord of the Rings game, Battlefield for Middle-earth, so I'm not even going to go into this whole argument with EA servers. But overall, they need to fix their goddamn servers. So really, I mean, the game can be fun, and if you liked Army of Two, the first one, you're probably going to enjoy this one. However, for me, I just felt like all the fun was drained out of it by the half of the game, and I had fun with my friend, but I had way more frustrating moments with the game, and to be honest, it's a rent. It's a strong rent if you're an action fan, but it is definitely a rent. I wouldn't recommend buying it for anybody, but if you did, hopefully you enjoyed it more than I did.
You're just trying to get out of this mess.
Goddamn